Welcome to the fascinating story of how military telecommunications evolved from simple radio waves in World War II to the advanced networked systems we use today. This journey through time will take us from the battlefields of the mid-20th century to the cutting-edge technologies that shape modern warfare. Our story begins during the Second World War. The year is 1939 and nations across Europe are preparing for the most devastating conflict the world has ever seen. But as with every battle, there's one thing that's always critical: communication. For Germany, communication wasn't just about relaying orders. It was about synchronizing entire divisions across land, sea, and air. At the heart of their military strategy, something remarkable was unfolding: blitzkrieg. Tanks, the Panzertruppe, were the core of their military might, but tanks alone aren't enough. To truly dominate the battlefield, these tanks needed to stay connected. Enter the WWII, a short-range radio that allowed commanders to relay messages between tanks and headquarters. Operating at 20 to 30 megahertz, this radio system had a range of 4 to 6 kilometers. It was a game changer. No longer reliant on messengers or flags, Germany's tanks could now move in coordinated patterns, delivering real-time intelligence from the front lines to their leaders. But tanks weren't the only ones benefiting from Germany's advanced communications. The Luftwaffe, Germany's air force, was another key player in the coordination game. For the Luftwaffe, real-time communication with ground forces was critical to providing air support. They relied on the WWII system, operating between 42 and 48 megahertz, to communicate between aircraft and ground stations. With a range of up to 100 kilometers, this system allowed Germany to execute highly coordinated bombing missions. While the tanks and planes were equipped with radios, Germany's infantry wasn't quite as lucky. For them, communication was more rudimentary but still vital. Portable field radios like the WWII, along with telephone lines, kept infantry connected to HQ. However, the short range of infantry radios, just 1 to 2 kilometers, made things difficult, especially in rough terrain. Often, laying telephone cables became the most reliable means of communication, though it came with its own dangers. After the end of WWII, military communications took a giant leap forward during the Cold War. With two superpowers, the US and the Soviet Union, battling for technological supremacy, innovation in telecommunications became crucial. In the 1970s, militaries around the world transitioned from analog to digital radios. Digital technology was more reliable, and more importantly, it allowed encrypted communications that were far harder for enemies to intercept. Systems like SIGINT or single-channel ground and airborne radio system revolutionized battlefield communication. These radios could transmit securely over longer ranges using techniques like frequency hopping to avoid jamming by enemy forces. But the real breakthrough came from above satellites. By the 1960s, military communication satellites like the MIL-STAR system were orbiting the Earth. These satellites allowed secure, long-range communications across the globe, connecting land, air, and sea forces. Global command and control were now possible. Orders could be transmitted between continents in an instant, enabling military leaders to coordinate operations anywhere on Earth. As we move into the 21st century, military telecommunications have reached unprecedented levels of sophistication. The term network-centric warfare sums up modern battlefields perfectly. Every unit, every soldier, every piece of equipment is connected. Today, advanced radios like the Harris Falcon 3 are the backbone of military communication. These systems don't just transmit voice, they send video, data, and even GPS coordinates across vast distances. Commanders can now see real-time footage from drones, access intelligence from every corner of the battlefield, and make decisions faster than ever. One of the biggest advancements of modern warfare is the integration of drones. Unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, are equipped with high-definition cameras and powerful communication systems. These drones send real-time footage back to command centers, allowing soldiers and commanders to have a bird's-eye view of the battlefield. Looking to the future, the possibilities seem endless. Two key technologies stand at the forefront: artificial intelligence and quantum communication. AI has the potential to autonomously manage military communication networks. Imagine a system that can instantly analyze battlefield conditions, choose the best frequencies, and ensure messages are securely encrypted, all without human intervention. Then there's quantum communication. This technology promises unhackable, interference-free transmission, using the laws of physics to create perfectly secure communication channels. In the future, military signals could be protected from any form of interception. The evolution of military telecommunications has shaped how wars are fought and won. From the first radios used by Germany's tanks and planes to today's fully networked drones and AI systems, each step forward has made battlefield communication faster, more reliable, and more secure. As technology continues to advance, future wars will be shaped by even more sophisticated real-time communication systems. One thing remains certain: in the digital age, communication is power.